Hello everyone, this is Wyvern Element here, and welcome back to the Calamity Fisherman Challenge. Starting with this episode, the Calamity Mod has been ported to 1.4.4. Now this update brought a lot of changes, including a rebalancing of the entire melee class, as well as a rework of Plantera. I don't have much experience with the new Plantera, so I don't really know what to expect. One thing is certain though, that I will need an arena in the underground jungle. Since this world was created before the Vernal Pass was added, I need to dig an arena myself. I start fighting Plantera after finishing my arena, but once I reach phase 2, I quickly learn that the Flood Tide can't really deal with the tentacles, and I end up dying. So, I buy Crimson Seeds from the Dryad and build a Crimson Fishing Pond underground so that I can get the Blade Tongue, which has much better crowd control. With this upgrade, I'm now ready to take on and defeat Plantera. Defeating Plantera allows me to get perennial ore from bramble crates in the jungle. I get a few and make the Helion Flower Spear because it could hit Astrum Aureus multiple times for lots of damage. Additionally, I decide on a rule for life fruit usage. Because they can't be fished, I will use the crafting recipe to get them. However, I will trash 1 life crystal from crates for each life fruit that I use. With these upgrades, I begin fighting Astrum Aureus, but due to the new pierce resistance, the Helion Flower Spear isn't nearly as powerful as it once was, and since it requires you to get close, I die as I have low defense. So, I go back to the jungle to fish up more perennial, and I make the Blade Edge Railbow instead. This bow shoots 4 arrows and 2 leaves, allowing me to inflict large amounts of damage at a distance. Astrum Aureus unlocks several new weapons dropped from various astral enemies, but they can also be obtained from astral crates. I want to get 2 specific weapons, but unfortunately that is much easier said than done. Astral crates aren't extremely common, and there is only a 10% chance for each crate to drop one of these items, of which there are 7, with no guarantee that you get the item you want. So I get to fishing. The first weapon I want to get is the Hive Pod. This is is a sentry that releases powerful projectiles into the air that home into enemies, which is very good as it can be used alongside another weapon. The other weapon I want is the Stellar Knife, a rogue weapon that throws knives at a very high rate. These knives home in on enemies, making it great for dealing consistent damage. It takes a lot of fishing, but eventually I finally get the weapon. With these weapons and some adamantite throwing axes, I head to the Jungle Temple to take on Golem. Golem unlocks yet another ore, this time being Scoria ore from sulfurous crates. Scoria is used to craft the hydrothermic armor, which is a huge upgrade over what I have, as well as being used for weapons such as the Hellfire Flamberge and the Subduction Slicer. Once I have made new Scoria gear, I head down to a glowing mushroom pile to hunt for truffle worms. This special bait is used to catch Duke Fishron, and because Duke Fishron is summoned by fishing, I can actually use the gear he drops. After getting a few truffle worms, I head to the sulfurous sea and cast my line into the water to begin the fight. combination of the Hellfire Flamberge and the Flood Tide easily deal with Duke Fishron, and I even get a Heart of Darkness from the treasure bag, which passively generates rage, so I decide to fight him multiple times to get his various drops. The two most important ones are the Fishron wings, which have great mobility, and the Duke's Decapitator, a rogue weapon that deals massive damage to stationary targets, making it perfect for the Lunatic Cultist. Defeating the Lunatic Cultist immediately starts the Lunar event, summoning 4 Celestial Pillars into the world. If I destroy all 4 pillars, the Moonlord will attack. Next episode, I will obtain the best armor in this challenge and face the Moonlord to enter a new stage of the game. Thank you guys so much for watching, stay tuned for more, and this is Wyvern Element signing out. See ya!